Do you know what's standing between you and financial freedom? Often, our lives are so intertwined with our jobs, relationships, and daily routines that there's barely any time left to plan for the future. If your goal is to achieve financial independence, you need to take practical steps. Financial freedom is when you can live the life you want without monetary worries. While achieving this goal requires discipline and self-control, it is within your reach. The secret lies in adopting certain habits that steer you toward this objective. If you're ready to set excuses aside and embark on the path to financial success, I'm going to teach you 12 habits that can lead you to financial independence. Did you know that to become fortunate and wealthy, it's necessary to visualize and repeat this information until it becomes an intense desire that will attract more prosperity? Comment, "I am successful and will generate wealth," and I will leave a heart emoji showing that you will be the first millionaire in your family. Now that you've commented, let's continue. Habit 1. Waking up early. Have you ever wondered why many wealthy people wake up early? They do it to gain an advantage in the day. Waking up early isn't just about being ahead of others, but about being more productive. By waking up early, you have more time to plan your day and work on your goals, giving you a competitive edge. It can be challenging at first, especially if you're not used to it, but the benefits are significant. And it's not just about waking up early, but using that time effectively. Habit 2. Understanding assets and liabilities. Many people don't know how to distinguish a good purchase from a bad one. After earning money, the poor tend to spend it rather than invest it, perpetuating poverty. An asset generates income, while a liability consumes resources. For example, a car or a house can be liabilities if they don't generate income but require money for maintenance. The wealthy, on the other hand, invest in assets like rental properties, books that produce royalties, or stakes in profitable businesses. Want a new car? Invest in assets that pay for the car with their earnings. This is a fundamental difference in mindset. Habit 3. Avoiding the sense of entitlement. The rich understand that without a source of income, they can lose everything, while the poor often look for someone to take care of them. Growing up in a wealthy family brings advantages, such as access to better resources, but it also means there's more to lose if they're not careful. It's vital that the rich teach their children to value work and continuous growth, so they don't become complacent and lose everything. Fortunes built with effort tend to dissipate in 3 generations if heirs don't maintain financial discipline. Habit 4. Maintaining financial discipline. Discipline is crucial for managing and growing wealth. The wealthy know that sticking to a budget, investing wisely, and avoiding unnecessary debt are key to financial success. By teaching and practicing financial discipline, you can ensure that your wealth grows and is sustained over time. Habit 5. Avoiding unrealistic expectations. We live in an era of instant gratification, but building wealth and happiness doesn't follow this pattern. Many expect to get rich quickly or magically without the necessary effort. Even if they obtain a significant amount of money, the lack of financial education can lead to its loss. The wealthy teach their children to think long-term. Planning for the next decade instead of just the next year can transform your life. Bill Gates said that people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can achieve in 10 years. Adopt a long-term vision and act accordingly. Habit 6. Developing powerful daily habits. Creating habits is one of the most valuable skills you can have. It takes about 21 days to form a new habit, and once established, it becomes a natural part of your routine. Want to read more? Make reading a daily habit. Want to stay in shape? Make exercise a regular routine. Positive habits can open great opportunities over time. Wealthy people use habits to move forward, while the less fortunate often stick to detrimental habits. Teach your children the importance of positive habits, as they learn more from your actions than from your words. By adopting these habits, you'll be on your way to financial freedom. Teach them to your children and watch their lives positively transform. Habit 7. Viewing money as a positive tool. How many times have you heard that money is the root of all evil? Probably many. But think about the person who said it. How successful do they seem? Do you believe they are truly happy? For the less fortunate, the lack of money is often blamed for their misfortunes, creating a negative association. Even when they get money, new challenges arise that they don't know how to handle. The wealthy have a different perspective. They understand that money is just a tool for navigating life. They are simply pieces of paper and plastic with material value, nothing more, nothing less. By depersonalizing money and using it to improve the quality of life, it becomes like a pair of scissors that can cut hair or cause injuries. Why some people choose the latter remains a mystery. When you see money as a tool, everything changes and you stop getting hurt by it. Habit 8. Focusing on increasing earnings instead of reducing expenses. One of the most valuable lessons you can teach is how to generate more money. The effort needed to live modestly is the same required to build a fortune. This may seem strange to some, but it's the reality. The difference lies in the focus and knowledge you use to support this effort. The more financially intelligent you are, the less effort you'll need in the real world. This is why Wall Street professionals earn more than manual laborers. Who do you think invests more effort? People with fewer resources often focus on cutting expenses to the maximum, sometimes making their lives almost unbearable. The wealthy don't worry about buying a coffee at Starbucks or going to the movies. They direct their attention to increasing income. By drastically increasing your earnings, you'll always have a considerable amount at the end of the month. The less affluent teach their children to save, while the wealthy teach to increase earnings. Combine this with lesson number 2 on this list, and you'll be on your way to winning the money game. Habit 9. The value of knowledge in the long term. Investing in yourself yields the best dividends. This phrase is often heard, but understanding its true implications can take time. Increasing your value in the world is not just about attending schools or reading books. It's more about increasing your value to others. The world rewards those who are valuable because valuable people create value for others and receive in return what they desire. The importance of becoming valuable is rarely conveyed to the less fortunate early on, and even some wealthy only highlight this when their children are growing up. But those who see greater chances of success tend to find greater happiness. There are many ways to be valuable, whether by holding a position in a company, creating necessary products or services, or showcasing your talent to the world. The more valuable you become, the more wealth you accumulate. The only way to be valuable is by increasing your knowledge, skills, and time. Learn to be better and practice enough to see noticeable differences. It takes 10,000 hours to master any skill, which is why the wealthy encourage their children to try many skills to gain an advantage in that time. Knowledge can always generate money, as it is valuable to the market. The opposite is not always true. Habit 10. Making money work for you. The essence of getting rich is making money work for you, not the other way around. The less fortunate trade their time for money and then spend it. The wealthy use the money they earn to generate more money. There is a big difference in financial approach between these groups. Many employees remain in the less fortunate category because they think they need a lot of money to invest. But this is not true. The wealthy are always looking for ways to add a little more to their passive income stream, not so much for the amount, but for the release of time. It's possible to start a business today with less than $1 if you know what you're doing, or even for free if you're willing to invest time. Once you generate enough income, you can pay someone to do the tasks you used to do, allowing you to focus on growth. Understanding passive income and how to make money generate more money is crucial to any wealth-building strategy. Solving problems is the fastest way to get rich, something the wealthy teach their children early on. They explain that the less fortunate are paid to perform necessary tasks, while they avoid repetitive tasks, focusing on solving significant problems. The more significant the problem you solve, the richer you become. Delivering newspapers can turn into creating online content with the same result, but less effort. Answering phone calls can become automating messages. Entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, and Jeff Bezos have become significantly wealthy by solving problems for humanity and creating products and services that meet market demands. People pay to have their problems solved. Teach this to your children and watch them thrive in life. Habit 11. Focus on practical and real. Avoid wasting time on areas that have little correlation with the reality of the job market. Unless you have a true passion for these fields and dedicate time to mastering them, it is more advantageous to explore them on your own. Habit 12. Differentiating good debt from bad debt. There are two types of debt: bad debt, which leads to poverty, and good debt, which leads to wealth. The wealthy have understood this for a long time. People and institutions can help you get rich faster if you know how to differentiate these types of debt. The key lies in the purpose of the debt. The less fortunate often take loans for passive expenses, like new cars or technology, while the wealthy use loans to generate more money. Banks and investors are willing to finance projects that can clearly explain how the money will be used and how it will be repaid. This is how people build wealth. They take loans to expand their investments and repay them with the profits from those investments. Just as you can't spend before earning money, you can't get rich before investing and growing your assets. Remember, everyone faces failures and makes mistakes. If you can't handle defeat, you will never be truly successful. This means failing should be a constant. The more you fail, the closer you are to the next success. The more you face defeat, the more opportunities you have to learn. This lesson should be taught early. You don't need to be rich to have a rich mindset. The rich don't fear failure. They fail more often than the less fortunate because they take more risks. If you aspire to be rich, be prepared to fail. Just as the rich teach their children to be rich, the big advantage they have is access to other rich people. The children benefit from being in environments where they are surrounded by successful people, learning and growing without a limiting mindset. Some less fortunate people blame the rich for their wealth, claiming they had a head start. The truth is, anyone can do this if they are surrounded by people who encourage this thinking. The rich teach their children to take care of their own lives and to seek out and surround themselves with successful people. Even if you weren't born into a rich family, you can seek out the best and learn from them. If you're passionate about technology, study the innovators in the field and absorb their lessons. Learn from the best in your field of interest and apply these lessons to your own life. And remember, teaching these valuable lessons to your children can be one of the best gifts you can give. Teach them to be financially smart and responsible, as this can significantly impact their future. I hope you found this video useful and inspiring. Here are 2 more valuable videos that will help you achieve wealth. If you liked it, don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you next time.